Action.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I remember Thanksgiving, and it was a very, very, very hard day. So during COVID, most of our patients at ICU, almost all of our patients at ICU were on a ventilator, which is life support. And when they're on that, they cannot speak to us. One of the hardest parts about it is we weren't allowed to have any kind of family come in. I took care of this one wonderful man. I never got to talk to him personally, but I learned a lot about him from his family. Well, he was in a room that faced out towards the street, and across the street is a church. Every day, that family came outside. They would park outside of the church that was right across from his room, so they knew exactly which room he was in. And they would come, they would camp out, they'd bring their chairs, they'd bring food. Sometimes they would come in little shifts, and that way they could always have somebody there for him, and that he'd be able to feel that presence. They felt closer to him just being there. Me and other nursing staff, we'd get a big old expo marker, we would write backwards on the window and say, "Good morning, family, I love you, I'm fighting, I see you, thank you for coming today, good morning." We lost several patients that day, and it was impacting us pretty hard. It was Thanksgiving, we wanted to be home with our families, but we needed to be there instead. And the family was always gone by nighttime because it got dark early. It was in the winter, and so I was walking to my car fully expecting just to go home and just be with my husband, and the family was still there. I saw his wife first, and I was like, I need to go speak with them. I need to go tell them, I need to go introduce myself. So I went over, I tapped on her shoulder, I told her, "I'm Sloan, I have been the one that's taking care of your husband, writing you notes, talking to you on the phone." We sat there for 30 minutes to an hour and just cried together and talked together and just shared stories together, and I got to just finally have that sense of having the family with me, and I got to know him better, and it just impacts your care when you truly look at that person and know they're a person. They're not just a patient that can't talk back to you. It makes you realize how much these people care for one another and how much your care impacts them and the family as well. I just wish people knew how much we truly care for their loved ones. But when you've taken care of them and you've fought really hard to keep them going, and you realize that it's not gonna work, and you watch that family hear those words, and you see that impact, and it just hits them. It hits you too. And we're trying to be the ones that are supporting them, and a lot of times we have to step away and take a second, and then you keep going. We just want to make sure that everybody in this community feels well taken care of. I take pride if people see me in my scrubs. I want them to know, like, if something was to happen to them, I'm going to help. And I feel proud. You go from trading in your scrubs from nursing school to the Navy scrubs, and you're like, this is it. I made it. I'm here. This is what I have been working for. And then we work every day so hard to be able to keep that sense of pride in what we do.